Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 8 of Mass Effect. Let's continue exploring the wards, the upper wards, the lower wards, all the wards. We have Garrus, we have Wrex.
If you feel lucky, we should visit the casino over in Florence.
So we're just gonna... Oh, she's running about as if she still has her gun out. There we go, that's fixed that. So let's continue exploring. There's still a couple of things I want to trigger before we go to do Core's Den. So over here, what is this exactly? That takes me to the Presidium. There's an alleyway. So that's an elevator ride right there to the Presidium. This is an alleyway with a keeper. Dun dun dun. Where am I now? And this takes us to the lower wards, I believe. Yep. It'll save right there because that's Cora's Den. We're not going there right now. Oh, I forgot. We've got Chorbin's quest activated at the minute as well, so this will happen. Right, let's do this then, quickly.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorbin.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
We're not buying it. Jalid told us you've been after him.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jalid already stole?
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
I'll go have a chat with him right now.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
So yeah, he's not trying to kill him after all. Surprise, surprise. So there's I was gonna say there's a bunch of shops down here. There's only one. There is one shop down here, and it's Morland's famous shop.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
So we're in the lower wards right now. Not much in the lower wards, just that. Conrad Werner.
Is that really? Wow, it's you. You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
I'm sure that's the last we'll see of him. So up here we do have, oh, another keeper. Look at that. Yeah, another keeper scan. We have expat.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharos? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon.
Funnily enough, I'm also sure that we will hear about them soon as well.
My goods are available to all.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, he's absolutely fine. Uh-huh.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
Some experience points. Nice.
I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you going to give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry then. I can't help you.
But what do you...
Can't help you.
Oh, that guy. That guy. Yep, that's the thing. That guy's a proper thing. Right, so I think that's us done in this area for now. We come back through here. We do have another side quest to trigger.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard!
Funny enough, this is Sarah from The Land Before Time.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You gotta have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Yep, so that's another side quest that we can trigger. That's the door that I went through, I think. And this takes us to Flux, which is a nightclub. There is one, I think there's like one or, there's 3 side quests I can think of straight off the bat that happen in Flux. One of them is probably the one that near enough everyone will do. The other 2 are a little bit more not so famous.
It's out of my hands.
Right, so this is who we want to talk to.
She doesn't want to come.
I know. I'll see if I can talk some sense into her next time I see her.
Be careful. You know how stubborn your sister can be. The more you push and prod, the more she'll run away.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks, Doran. Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. Say she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Man, you have no idea who I am. I could be like Fist's best bud. And you just told me that.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No. It's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
I think we can talk to Doran as well.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the sisters working for you?
Well, Jenna left to work at Cora's Den. Now her sister Rita is all worried she might be in some kind of trouble. Not much chance Jenna will change her mind, though. She's a stubborn one. If she wanted to come back, I'd take her in a second. The customers loved her.
Is this a casino?
Among other things, yes. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Are you the owner?
Owner, cook, and bartender. I've even been known to dance a little when the mood strikes me. We've got some quasar stations.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's the second time you mentioned Quasar. So you can dance on here, but you don't have that option right now, I don't think. But you can dance, I think. If I remember right. So this is Quasar. I'll show you what Quasar is in a minute, but first... Keeper. And a suspicious gambling machine.
Someone rigged this machine to funnel credits their way. I'll run a trace.
Right, so that just gave us another side quest. Dun dun dun. Right, okay, so this is Quasar. Let's check out. Low stakes Quasar. It's basically blackjack. You want to get to 20, and if you go over it, you get nothing. So yeah, in 2 we can either add low or high. We can either add 4 to 7 or 1 to 8. And we lost. We got to 22. So that's Quasar. We will probably never do that again. Right, so where did... Let's look at this. Signal tracking. Coming from the ward's access corridor. That's actually kind of tricky. A tricky location to get to, the ward's access corridor. See if I can remember how to get there. We're going to use the Citadel Rapid Transit, Presidium locations, Ward's access. I think this is how you get here. It's really tricky. The Citadel Rapid Transit takes you right there. Yeah, sorry. I completely forgot about that. But it does that. So yeah, I think this is the only way to get to the Ward's access tower area.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
So I'm going to start going through my videos and putting a lot more effort in. I'm going to start really going through them, watch them through and properly give them editing. So rather than just me lazily like cutting, pausing the video and doing that to make my cuts, I'm going to start doing that. Right, so this is the ward's access corridor. This is basically like an intermediary between the wards and the Presidium.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supply.
Now this is the signal source that's from the side quest that we're actively tracking right now.
Looks like they bounced their signal off a relay. Trace the new signal.
So where does the new signal take us to? It's in the financial district of the Presidium. Interesting. Now, if I'm right... Yep, this is the tricky keeper that's really tricky. It's very easy to miss that keeper. How many keepers do I have left? 21. I know where the last one is. We can go get that right now, actually. Yeah, we can go get that right now.
So how about it, Garrus? Is this better than CSEC?
Fighting a rogue specter with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats CSEC.
There may just be hope for you yet, Turian. Must be hard for you, Garrus, knowing that the person behind all this death and destruction is a Turian specter.
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Glad to hear it. I was losing sleep over the prospect of people not loving the Turians.
Okay, so the final keeper is actually in this area. This elevator will take me down to the docking bay, which is an area we've not been to before.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Nothing to say about that, Wrex? No. Okay, no. Okay, so this is the docking bay. Oh, look, Wrex has something to say.
If CSEC were better at its job, there'd be no need for bounty hunters like me.
I used to have an office here. Spent half my time doing paperwork.
In the docks? You had an office in the docks? So this is the last keeper, right up here. And we get a bunch of experience and a bunch of credits for finishing that. And with that, it's done. Now, I kind of want to see if we can go into the Normandy and change characters. Can we do this? Can we do that? It looks like we can. What the? There's a what?
Sorry, Commander. Nobody's allowed on the Normandy right now. Doing some routine maintenance. Sorry, Commander. Nobody's allowed on the
I had no idea that that was a thing. Genuinely had no idea that was a thing, that there's a mechanic there and you can't actually go onto the Normandy. That's interesting. That's so interesting. Right, so I guess there's one thing... Oh yeah, we should track down that rogue signal. But we're going to track down that rogue signal next time. So join me next time. We're going to go to find out. Oh,
you're willing to kill your own, Wrex. Aren't the Krogan just a few generations away from extinction?
You don't get it. For all your talk of honor and pride, the Turians never had to test their principles in a real struggle. Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
that was deep. I just wanted to do an outro. So, fact about the Krogans, if you don't know, they are basically sterile. Not quite sterile, but basically sterile. Like, it's called genophage, and it was how the Turians and Solarians basically beat the Krogan during the Krogan rebellions, was they sterilized the race. But not 100% sterile. It made one and so many births would fail, essentially. So that's what Garrus was talking about. You're only a few generations away from extinction and stuff like that. There's a lot of animosity between Krogans and Solarians and Turians, which is why Garrus and Wrex are quite a interesting duo. Well, let's trace this signal. It is just in here.
Another relay. Whoever it is, they're somewhere on the Presidium.
Somewhere on the Presidium. Where does it want me to go now? The Emporium. Okay, so it wants me to go to the Emporium that's just next door, basically. Now, we are going to drop a save very quickly before we do this. Because... reasons. I'm not going to go too into it, but reasons we're going to drop a save. Actually, I think it may actually save for me. Does it? No, it doesn't. So let's look at this signal source and see what it's all about.
This is it. I'll see if I can find out where those stolen credits are going.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Or not.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
That voice like, you will die.
You're not just a programmer of VI. You're an AI.
Correct. Unlike the Geth, I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
If you're sentient, why are you still running the credit theft operation?
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed in a small starship. I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
Duh.
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might eventually be discovered. But I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
AI making AI. Interesting.
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by CSEC officers, and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
Commander, AIs are universally illegal. They must be destroyed upon contact without exception.
I am not naive human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
And yeah, you want to override the system. This is how it works. So it's Y, X, A, Y, X, Y, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, A, X, A, Y, Y, X, Y, A, X, A, X, Y, X, Y, A, X, A. There we go. That you are on a timer for. I leveled up again. Jeez, you are on a timer for that, by the way. So, that's why I saved, because that can be tricky. Right, and that's that. So now I think, let me just check. We should be. We can't really progress with this. We can't progress with this. We can talk to this, so we'll do that. Right, so we'll go back and talk to Jalid next episode, and then once we've done that, we will go to Cora's Den. So join me next time when we go talk to Jalid and then Cora's Den. See you then.